Hey everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate it. If you're returning, thank you just as much. Appreciate you just as much. That's fantastic. Hopefully you've subbed, left a comment, liked. The reason I'm here today is to take part in Steve's celebrating 250 subs. Steve is over at All the World's a Stage. That's his channel. Go and subscribe to his channel. Check him out. Great content. He's kind of new, but not new. I mean, Steve's been around for a while. I think he shut down his previous channel, started up again, but he's already, on his way to 300 subs. But he's celebrating 250 subs. Steve wants to know, this is his contest. Your first concert, the opening act, if there was one, the venue in the city, the tour that was in support of the album they were touring for, who you went with, the price of the tickets, if you can recall. I can tell you right now, I don't recall, but I have a pretty good idea, ballpark. Let them know when you posted the video and subscribe to Steve's channel. Yes, for sure. I think I subscribed on his premiere video, to be honest, and I think he opened up his premiere video was in recognition of, well, I don't know if it was recognition, but he used Led Zeppelin as, I think, a reference to that. It's been a long time, been a lonely. But anyway, go and check out his channel. I'll spare you any more of my vocal exploits for a while. So the band I saw was the Headpins. So they're a Canadian act, kind of, hard rock act here from Canada. 3 studio albums, Turn It Loud, Line of Fire, and Head Over Heels. So the one that I saw was from 1983. They were touring in support of their second album, Line of Fire. And this I saw, I grew up in Prince Edward Island, which is the smallest province in Canada, for those who are not familiar. The entire population of the island at the time was probably 125,000. So Charlottetown may have consisted of 60 to 75,000. So it was a pretty small venue. I think it was an old hockey arena. I don't even remember the name of the arena. I remember the one in Summerside was Cal Stadium. The one in Charlottetown, I don't recall. I probably could have looked it up and found out, but who knows? It may even be gone by now. But that doesn't matter. It was in Charlottetown. I went with my older sister and her boyfriend, David, my older sister, Margie, just the one older than I am. I've got 6 other siblings, so Margie would have been graduating around that time or maybe close to it. So it was 83 to 84 because it was in support of that album. That album was released in 83. Turn It Loud was 82. Line of Fire was 83. And Head Over Heels was their last studio album that I'm aware of. You know what? I haven't followed up on that. I don't know what I think they're still touring, but not with Darby Mills. Darby Mills was the female vocalist, great vocalist. Bryant Macleod has passed away, great guitarist. His background was from way back in Vancouver with Chilliwack and bands like that. Funny little tidbit, Matt Fournette was the original drummer. He went to Loverboy, and Aubin came over to the Headpins, who had been with Loverboy. What was his name? Bernie Aubin. I was trying to remember his name. Bernie Aubin. So he had started out. Anyway, I'm getting off track, as I often do. To those who are familiar with my channel, I start talking about music. So yeah, I went with my sister, her boyfriend, and my best bud at the time. We were inseparable, Donnie Bia. Cheers, Donnie. Came along. We went to the show. I remember my sister's boyfriend was driving a little, I think they had just changed from Datsun to Nissan. It was a 300 ZX or something. First car I'd ever been in. When you open the door, it would remind you the door is ajar. We got a laugh out of that. Of course, we were all kind of stoned anyway at the time, but I digress. So that was who I went with, the venue, the city, the album. The price of the tickets, I'm going to venture the guess, they were probably around $7, to be honest with you. There weren't a lot of bands that would, if they were touring around the Maritimes, they'd jump over and do a show in Charlottetown after being in Moncton or somewhere close by, Moncton, New Brunswick, or over in Halifax, Nova Scotia. So ticket prices usually were fairly reasonable, as they were anyway. We're talking 1983, so they wouldn't have been very much. That's probably like $5 US, maybe $4 US at the time. I don't know for sure, but they were fairly inexpensive. And yeah, we went to the show. It was just a fantastic show. I don't remember there being an opening act, to be honest with you. Um, and it may be I'm not sure if I'm confusing another concert I saw around that time of Kim Mitchell, who used to be with Max Webster. But they may have been co-headlining. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. So that was my first concert experience. Was the Headpins, Line of Fire. So there you have it. I'll let you know when I post my video, Steve. And go over and subscribe to Steve's channel, All the World's a Stage, if you have not already. And I do appreciate you all tuning in and supporting all the channels here in the VC and on YouTube. It's a fun hobby, and I've gotten to know some great people, including Steve. Great personality, does great videos. So I'll leave it at that. And yeah, go check out his channel. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day, evenings, whatever it may be. And we'll see you here next time at Twanger's Turntable. Bye, everybody.